If we decide to build with modern materials that have a lot of embodied energy in them, things that we're not taking, waste out of the, garbage out of the waste stream like tires and whatnot. Yeah, the house does have a higher carbon footprint in the construction process. However, the fact that our buildings are so efficient that over the course of a decade or 20, 30, 40, 50 years, the lifetime of the building, the the energy savings and the self-sufficiency over that amount of time makes that carbon offset completely negligible, basically negligible. So, we're trying to find a balance between the carbon cost and the cost of pollution and yada yada of the planet, and balance that with what people want as their homes and what is accessible to people. And we feel that a house built with modern materials that's as or close to efficient as an earthship, regardless of its construction methods, is a win. It's better than a house not being built with those methods and consuming tremendous amounts of energy over decades.
I just help facilitate a 5.8 kilowatt grid intertie solar system that the payback's going to be 7 years on that. It costs $25,000. And right there, that's a 7-year payback, and then feeding the grid green power. I mean, in his building, it was already passive solar. It was insulated concrete form. It's an energy efficient house, and just his solar system in itself is going to start making the building his building carbon neutral, and it's doing it by itself anyway. But so even if we use concrete walls instead of tires, yes, concrete has high embodied energy, but if we look at things like, well, if we're using it as a battery for solar gain, and then that heat is re-radiating into your house, the carbon footprint every day that you're using the sun or passive solar to heat your house, you're reducing the carbon footprint of the building. And then one reason I'm interested in using more modern or off the shelf or easily available materials from your generic lumber yards such as Home Depot or Lowe's, which are everywhere, is that a building, in every building, there's pretty much a building department in every town or county or city. Oftentimes those building departments are reluctant to issue a permit when a building is out of the realm of comprehension, is unusual, is something that they're not used to. So what we're trying to look at is designing buildings that Dan is saying that appeals to the masses. Well, that is appeals and is available to the masses, that is easily permittable, easy for a local contractor to understand how to build. Like if we were not going to be the contractors for your building in a state or somewhere far away, we can guide your contractor or a general contractor in your location that is familiar but excited about using standard materials and maybe alternative methods. So we're looking at that aspect of so easily permittable, easily understandable by the building review officials in the building department, and then easy to work with your local contractors.
Mm-hmm.